Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Hello everyone, my name is Reno and this video today is another entry to my video series I'm calling the Olfactory Library, where I'm sharing to you guys, everyone here on YouTube, my love for fragrances. Now, if you're new here, welcome and thank you so much for spending time with me today. And if you happen to be returning, thank you so much for tuning back in. This video today is going to be a unique one because we are going to be talking about fragrances that certain celebrities are wearing that they are not paid to wear. We are going to have some interesting choices here today. So without further ado, let's start the video with the first one. The first perfume that we are going to talk about is a perfume that is worn by a Korean celebrity named Ravi, famous for being in the variety show called 2 Days and 1 Night along with Kim Sono. And this is Byredo's Lil Fleur.
그리고 하나는 바이레도 릴 플레르라는 제품입니다. 맡아봤는데 너무 향이 좋아서 이거는 정말 완전히 섞였어. 네, 바이레도의 릴 플레르.
This is prominent notes of tangerine, rose, leather, and vanilla. Now in that same video, Ravi mentioned that he prefers his perfumes to be modest in projection and those perfumes that is not going to be in your face to the next person to him in the room. Now based on my observation, before I started doing contents here in YouTube, I actually watch a lot of Korean content creators doing perfume reviews, and what I have noticed actually is what Ravi said is the same as true to a lot of Koreans, although there are a few exceptions, but their taste in perfumes basically can be summarized by saying that they are into the classical French perfumery style of perfumes. They are more drawn towards perfumes that are naturalistic smelling, those with a lot of citruses, fresh perfumes, those perfumes that are not loud, those perfumes that are not dense, those perfumes that are not heavy. And that is exactly why a lot of them are actually a fan of the house of Diptyque, the house of Byredo, and this one is a great example. This perfume opens with a very fresh, very juicy and sweet and invigorating tangerine. And this perfume opens a little bit sharp in the very beginning because of that leather, but it almost immediately fades into the background, making itself the backbone of this perfume. Now the whole inspiration with this perfume, by the way, is the vibrance of the young generation today, the youth. I think the whole perfume really delivers as far as the story is concerned. The brightness and the sweetness of the tangerine in here really embodies the brightness and the vibrance of the generation of the youth today. And then you have that leather in here that really creates this edgy character to this perfume. And although this perfume opens very citrusy and then you have that leather note in here, it's not massively projecting. It's not necessarily a heavy leather perfume. This would be a perfect everyday perfume, but at the same time, I think this would be a very unique summer perfume or a perfume to wear during sunny days, because this is going to be really fresh, really invigorating, really juicy, but at the same time really has that unique edgy character because of the leather in the background. The next perfume that we are going to talk about is a favorite of the former Victoria's Secret model, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and this is going to be another one from the house of Byredo, and this is Gypsy Water.
The first fragrance is my all-time ultimate fragrance, and this is Byredo's Gypsy Water. I have purchased this probably 5 to 6 times now over the last couple of years, and I love this because it's so easy to wear. I can wear it all through the day, I can wear it in the evening, I get tons of compliments on it, and actually it's become a really sort of familiar smell with a lot of people. I get asked all the time, are you wearing Gypsy Water?
This has prominent notes of citruses, pine needles, sandalwood, and pepper. This perfume was my very first bottle from Byredo, and in fact this is the very first niche perfume that I have ever added into my collection. Now this isn't going to be your typical citrus perfume, and I think that's the reason why Rosie loved it so much. It smells very fresh. It has a little bit of a bitter, green, sharp undertone in here coming from the pine needle, but at the same time the creamy and sort of powdery sandalwood in the base of this perfume will make you smell very well put together, very clean, and overall this is just a very no-nonsense perfume, an easy reach perfume, a grab-and-go perfume, a perfume that you can wear when you don't know what to wear. This is going to be that perfume, an all-around perfume that is perfectly unisex, that works in all kinds of situations and all kinds of weather. Perfect for the summer, perfect for the high heat, and I think the sandalwood in here is going to make this perfume last and project during the colder months. The next perfume that we are going to talk about is Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc Eau de Parfum. That is worn by another Korean celebrity, and that is Eun Woo.
그리고 전 제 지인이 선물을 해준 향수인데 이제 현관 나가기 전에 그 앞에다 딱 두고 있어가지고 잊지 않고 딱 칙칙칙 뿌리고 나가는 향수입니다. 그냥 근데
This perfume has prominent notes of coconut, pistachio, tuberose, and amber. The coconut and the floral undertones with this perfume really gives this perfume that sunscreen vibe. Now in my experience, this perfume, the Eau de Parfum, smells very similar to the Eau de Toilette, which is the Eau de Soleil Blanc. But with this bottle, you are getting less of that sunscreen vibe in comparison to the Eau de Toilette. Although the coconut in here is a lot richer, a lot creamier, and a lot milkier. But just like the Eau de Toilette, it's not going to be very heavy, it's not going to be very dense. And in my opinion, the Eau de Parfum concentration has a lot more of that woody undertones that I think makes this perfume a little bit more masculine in comparison to the Eau de Toilette. But with that said, these two perfumes are very unisex, so I guess it just depends on your preference, on your mood. Either you're going to be more into the richer Eau de Parfum, or you're going for something that's a little bit more sparkly and airy and a little bit fresher with the Eau de Toilette. Either way, you're not gonna go wrong with either of those two. Those are perfect summer perfumes, and I think a perfect everyday perfume as well, that is not just going to help you stay fresh, but at the same time, the total experience of this perfume is just very rich and sportive, and I think that is why you should check this perfume out. The next perfume that we are going to talk about is a perfume that is worn by Rihanna, and this is Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. It has prominent notes of orange blossom, caramel, vanilla, and labdanum. Now, I can't exactly pinpoint how it all began, but from other celebrities to publishing personalities alike, a lot of them have said that Rihanna is the best smelling celebrities they have ever encountered. And so a few years back, word got around from fashion magazines to beauty magazines that caught everybody's attention. And apparently the bottle in question was in fact Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. And for a while after it was revealed that it was in fact Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, this was actually sold out in every Kilian store or every counter that stocks Kilian perfumes. Now I can see why this appeals to Rihanna. It's very sexy, it's very alluring, it's very enticing. This is all about the sweet experience that you are going to get from the caramel, the sugar note in here, and the vanilla that overall kind of creates this marshmallow accord with loads and loads of orange blossom at the top of this perfume. So yes, it is sweet, but if you smell an actual marshmallow in real life, that is actually what you are going to get. It's sweet, but it's not going to be overwhelming. In fact, this perfume is very soft. It doesn't have a massive projection, but I think the combination of those sweet accords, the marshmallow accord in this perfume, and the orange blossom is just a magical combination. And I think the softer projection just really adds to the sensuality of the experience of this perfume. Now, this perfume also comes in a more intensified version of itself, which is called Love Don't Be Shy Extreme. It is a whole lot beefier in comparison to this one, but even with just this concentration here, you are already going to get a whole lot of the experience with this perfume. This is sexy. This is perfect for date night. This comes in a white bottle, but I don't think this is very much appropriate for a daytime office perfume or an everyday wear. This is very much special occasion. This is what you would wear in a more dressier occasion. Both men and women love this perfume, and I think that's the reason why this perfume is such a must-have. And last but not least is a perfume that is worn by BTS rapper Suga.
오늘은 뭐 조금 좋은 날이기도 하니까 약간의
Now, as you can see from that video, you can actually see that Suga actually has perfumes that I think he wears for different occasions. He has Artisan from Varvatos, he has Spice Bomb from Viktor and Rolf, and he has a perfume that is coming from the exclusive or the private collection from Chanel, which I think from that video is the one called Boy. But for this video, we are going to talk about the perfume that I think he wears every day, and that is going to be Artisan from Varvatos. This one has prominent notes of citruses, ginger, thyme, and woods. Now here comes again a very naturalistic citrus perfume. This is an everyday citrus perfume that carries a lot of masculine undertones. The combination of the ginger and the thyme in this perfume really creates that fresh, watery, sort of green, masculine undertones. That combined with a whole lot of woods in the base of this perfume really pulls this perfume towards a more masculine direction. But because this still is all about the citruses at the top of this perfume, I think this one has tangerine or clementines if I'm not mistaken. I think this is still perfectly unisex. But I think the reason why this one appeals to Suga is because this is a very no-nonsense perfume, a very easy perfume to wear, very much fitting to his personality. It's not complex, it's not heavy, it's not going to be those very artistic kind of style of perfumes. An easy grab and go perfume to a point where I could say this is almost very linear in its experience. But if you smell this closely, you would know that this perfume carries a whole lot of character, which I think really fits Suga's personality. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making this one. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel if you want to see more contents like this in the future, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified if I do upload more videos in the future. And as always, I do hope that wherever you are in the planet right now, you are staying safe, stay curious, and I'll see you on the next one.